What's going on, YouTube? Slimrit6 back again with another video. And the title of this video is going to be Managing Emotions When You Stop Smoking. Now, when you're a weed smoker, an avid weed smoker, a pothead, when you're dealing with this habit, sometimes the fact that you always gotta chase down the plug to get you a 3-5, you gotta, between work, you going home, you gotta hit this person up on the phone. You gotta see how much it's gonna be for the eighth, how much it's gonna be for the 7th, how much it's gonna be for the quarter. You have a fear of running out of weed, right? And it's almost emotional because you know that as soon as you run out of that weed, you gotta deal with everything. As soon as you run out of weed, them emotions, they're gonna hit you like a pile of bricks, right? Now you might be clean. You might be clean 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. And when you clean up off the weed, what ends up happening is you get angry when things bother you and you really get angry. You got to deal with that. You feel sadness now. You feel sadness now because you can't just smoke when you feel down. You can't just listen to some Rod Wave and smoke, you know what I'm saying, and feel some type of therapy going on. You actually got to go through that emotion, right? When you feel nervous, that's real nervousness. You can't just smoke it off. When you feel anxiety, that's real anxiety. How do you manage these emotions when you stop smoking? How do you manage these emotions when you stop smoking? Now you actually have to deal with everything. Me, I've been clean 54 days. Now that I stopped smoking, when things bother me, they hit me here. It hit me in my chest when shit bothered me. If I feel as if maybe I'm not being received properly, I feel that. Before, it ain't matter because I'm always smoked out. So I'm not as observant. I'm not peeping everything. Now that I'm sober, I'm like, that's kind of strange. It's kind of weird. Or, damn, I'm noticing a pattern here, and I'm depicting a pattern over here. So what's up with that? So everything kind of bother you when you sober a little bit. See, now when you a pothead, when you got that habit going for you, everything don't bother you as much. You know what I'm saying? But when you sober up, when you get your mind clear, a lot of shit gonna bother you. If somebody say something that normally wouldn't piss you off because as a weed smoker, you let shit roll off your back. You let shit slide because you know you're gonna get high at the end of the day, so it don't matter. It don't matter if they talking to you properly. It don't matter how they dealing with you, cause I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna be straight by the end of the night. It don't matter. Now you don't have that. You don't have that crutch no more. So it's like, if these people not dealing with you properly, you gonna feel that. You gonna feel some type of way. How do you manage those emotions? How do you deal with that stress? See, here's the thing with quitting trees. You quit them trees, now you gotta deal with that stress. It's like, if I gotta cut you off, I gotta cut you off just to protect my peace. If I gotta correct you on something right now, I gotta correct you right now, because if I don't, it's gonna bother me. I don't have no substance to go back home to and smoke. You see, when you smoking, it's like you're not really dealing with your situations, so you could actually deal with more because you're not dealing with it. You're not addressing nothing. You're not trying to fix nothing. So you're actually probably handling even more stress as a weed smoker. But you got to remember that you paying to use this as a crutch, and that's where the service fee comes in for the $40 for the eighth, 80 for the 7, 100 for the half, 120 for the half. You paying somebody to give you a substance that's gonna enable you to deal with the stuff that's bothering you, type. But when you quit, it's like you don't got that. So now you on edge. Now you a little bit unnerved. It's like, I can't even go around certain situations if I know it's gonna trigger me. So it all comes down to just mental health and trying to figure out how are you going to deal with these emotions. And the best way I could tell you to deal with things is to sit down, allow yourself to fully feel whatever that emotion is, whether it be sadness, anger, anxiety, excitement, nervousness, happiness, even happiness, right? Because you ever been having a really good day, like you having a great day, you haven't smoked all day, right? You haven't smoked all day, you're having a great day, and then you smoke, and it's like your mood lowers. That's because even good stress and bad stress is still stress. But if you have a good day and you smoke and you actually end up feeling worse, it's because the weed kind of negates everything to a point you feel numb. So it's like I didn't even need to smoke today. I didn't even have the urge to smoke, but I smoked and it brought it down. So it's like even good emotions can stress you out. But it's like you got to be able to deal with things. So as a sober person, everything just hits you harder. It might even be excitement and happiness. It just hits you a lot more. You feel things a lot more clearly and a lot more just genuinely than when you're constantly smoking. You don't feel anything at all. You don't feel anything at all and you're a little bit impaired. But now that you're feeling everything, I'm telling you, like when you get mad, you're gonna really get mad. Like, how do you deal with emotions when you stop smoking? You gotta sit there, you gotta feel the emotions, but don't lash out, don't act out. If you're sad, just embrace the sadness. You know what I'm saying? And think about like what you gotta do to never feel this way again. If you're angry, embrace that anger, maybe internalize the anger and turn it towards something else. That might be you going to the gym. That might be you going for a bike ride or going for a run, you know, some type of physical activity to exert that extra energy, right? That might be you taking that anger and you write a song now because you put that passion towards a song or you put that passion towards a project. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to manage your emotions and deal with emotions that type of way. Sometimes situations that needed to be resolved weren't really resolved because you went straight to lighten up and you ain't really handling those situations. But now that you sober, it's like you got to actually handle stuff. But in the long run, you're going to be better off for it because you don't leave things unchecked. You don't leave situations not handled. You don't leave things undone. So it's not easy managing anger. It's not easy managing sadness. It's not easy managing disappointment. But I guarantee that once you once you lock in and figure out how to deal with these emotions, how to deal with these things, you're gonna be better for it, man. It's Slim Rick. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.